Hey all, it's Dave and Fuchsia. A while ago someone mentioned if they could do a review of this game, TrackMania. I'm not really into racing games all that much, but I figured why not, let's look at it. The game is available on Facebook, and there's also a mission link on Newgrounds as well. Looks like I'm in trouble loading it, so let's just try reloading, refreshing this page, I guess. There we go. And for some reason I can't load the packages. Well, okay, whatever. We'll just not, do the Facebook bit and all that. We'll go to Newgrounds. This is a game on Android and iPhone and other type of handheld media like that. It's also got a Linux version and a bunch of other ways that you can play it. On a PC, I don't think there's a standalone downloadable client, but there is a web version of it on Facebook and Newgrounds, and you can play it that way. It takes a little bit to load, at least on my computer, but it's also backed up with fairly good graphics and gameplay for that matter, so So yeah, popular racing game for Android, but it's ported. It's got a split screen for 2 players, there's multiplayer, you can join clans, there's an accelerometer, flashback, and 20 maps or so you can play with. And I am just not getting this to load. Probably not a good thing when the person trying to view your game can't load it. Looks like it might go this time. Anyhow, I don't really play racing games all that much for the simple reason that I mostly find it sort of boring, and it's just like driving a little car around a track and trying to get a high score. I used to play a lot of these games in my youth, and I'm sort of gotten tired of playing these types of games over and over again. But they haven't really changed since the days of my youth. It's just race around a track, and hope you win. Lots to load, but as I said again, there's good graphics and stuff. Good boy. Anyhow, the plan for this game, I'm just gonna do a quick little gameplay video of it, just to try and show off what the gameplay is like. And if I feel like doing a review after that, we'll do so. Not sure what to expect gameplay-wise. I played a little bit of it before on the Newgrounds Flash thing, but I haven't really played anything, outside of that. I'll note that there is sounds on the Android and other iPhone type of, handheld phone type of games. I'm not sure there's sound in Newgrounds, but that's just this one thing that you lose, right? Try Facebook for that, but I don't really care about that. I personally don't use Facebook that much, so. Loading, loading, loading. Now, one reason I'm showing you like the loading screens and all that is just to like show you what you have to wait to set up this just in case. And well, let's just see here. We're gonna register, I guess. Well, let's see how I do this. Just register right away, or okay. Well, let's here. put Dave and Fuchsia. Put a nice asterisk for passwords. We can pick all these little avatars, I guess. You know, to demonstrate, you know, who you are. Let's go with this one. You can change your car's appearance, by the way, so you can make it look however you want. Sure, I'll take this one. So you need 150 medals to unlock this car. You have 0. So I guess I have to earn some medals before I can unlock anything. Can I use this one? Alright. So you can select a car. You can have split screenplay versus friends and all this other stuff. Settings, you can have like advanced settings, like show your ghost and stuff like that. How this works. So you have like these multiple little maps you can play. And you earn medals based on, you know, where you go. So there's like blue-green tracks and all that. You just keep like going. I'll play through all the white ones if possible. We'll try and do that. So you can select how many enemies you want. Let's put 0 enemies at the start just to sort of demonstrate. So skip and play alone. So R is restart. Middle mouse button is flashback, so you can jump back with the middle mouse button if you want to, like, you know, view yourself. I don't really care about flashback and stuff like that, but if you're like, you know, viewing your race, you can see how you're doing and all that, and your like spectacular fail or spectacular jump or whatever. Personally, I think the best flashbacks are usually on Mac, but here you can just flashback whenever you want. I'll note that the controls for this right down here. So WASD to move, backspace is also flashback apparently, and R is restart. I'm not sure you can use the arrow keys, but I'll test that just in case. Alright, so we're loaded. And here we go. Just try the arrow keys. So, yeah, you can use the arrow keys. And pretty much just, you know, a very graphically intense game for sure. The models look nice. The tracks look pretty nice. I'm not sure I care so much for the actual racing. There's not a whole lot of meat to it. In many other type of games, like, you know, you can put on a brake to sort of drift your car and all that. I don't see it happening so much here. So I want a medal. I think you win medals each time you win a race, so. Now, if I want to, I can restart. And what you do this time is, like, when you have this basic ghost that follows you, so you can see how well you're doing each time you, like, play. There's my ghost, and he's just gonna follow me, or I'm gonna actually just follow it. That's how I played last time, right? How I was racing before. So I'm doing a little bit better than my ghost. It's kind of like Super Meat Boy, if you've played that game. We have a show of all your fails and successes and all that. So I did much better than my ghost that time. A little bit better. Let's go to the next track. Let's put in one enemy. And connecting. And we apparently got Daikai to play with. And a couple other people. Because we have a few enemies. I believe these are already users, and how it works is you're actually racing against their ghosts as well. So each time you like win or lose in this game, you're like competing against the other player's ghosts, and you'll see what I mean like in a bit. To be honest, basically you're the only one on a track at any given time, and other players or other cars that you see, those are ghosts of other characters. You can't hit them, you can't run into them. They just demonstrate what the other players are doing when they ran around this track. I want to make sure my mic's on too. Okay, my mic is on. I'm a little bit concerned just because there is no sound, so. Just, turn on, turn off my mic there. Let's use the WASD and all that. So this time I've got someone to compete against. As you can see, this is a ghost. So that guy I'm playing is a ghost of, a player who played on this track before me. So I want a medal. And let's restart again. I'm going to play a little bit shorter, just like that, just sort of show off this guy's ghost. So this guy, here's, there's my ghost and there's his ghost, and you see how he's playing. So there's like no real CPUs or anything for this game. It's just our players playing the game. So third of 4 places, I guess. Let's restart one more time. I'm just gonna try and beat my old record again. Much better than last time. But only like a minute. So first of 4 places, blah blah. Let's go next track. So as you play, you unlock more and more content for you to play with. I'm going to do the 6 enemies here, and this basically means I'm going to be playing in 6 other flashbacks. Now these other flashbacks can actually be useful because you can sort of find out how the other people are playing, sort of guess on like how you should be, racing the track yourself. It takes a while for me to load the tracks. It might be faster for other people. I'll note again that of course I'm using Windows XP, so this is a bit slow. And I'll note that there is sounds on most other versions, but since this is Newgrounds, there is no sounds, sadly. It would be nice if there was sounds on here, but actually what would be really nice if they could actually make a standalone client for this game on Windows. If they did that, then it'd be far easier to record and just to play the game whenever I want to, instead of having to load the crap on like the web. So this time we've got 7 other opponents, or 7 opponents total, including myself. And you see them all racing the track. Now you note that they're all using a default car, because everyone uses a default car. Oh, I hit the wall. So it's just oh, how does this work? So you press backspace, hold middle mouse button to flashback, press left mouse button to resume. Alright, I don't really... Here's one of the problems with this game. There's sometimes these little bumps and niches in the way in the game. I came, of course, 7th out of 7th. Let's restart there. First, let's just try and win. So I won a medal. First place. Retry 0. Let's restart this one more time, just to see if I can get the backspace working. So you're supposed to be able to flashback and move your thing back so you can see how you drove your your car or whatever. see my ghost there doing quite well. Let's say if I press backspace here. So hold the mouse button to flash back, press the left button to resume. Okay, so I don't really get how the flashback works, to be honest. I know that you can press R to restart. That restarts you in the race. Try this one more time. Okay, so you just hold down the backspace and you can flash back as you want and then just keep going. So you make a mistake, flash back a little bit, make a mistake. So yeah, just hold down the flashback and you can move back as far as you want. 7th, whatever. I already got the medal for there, so we'll just keep going. So you have like gold medals, you have bronze medals. Let's actually try this again. Try and get a better score. See if we can get the gold and all that. It's sort of an interesting concept being able to flash back instead of having to restart or be put in checkpoints. Because then you can just move yourself back wherever you are doing well. Oops. Flash back. I saved that. Don't think I'll get first place to the gold medal this time around. Didn't do it right. Got the silver. Let's restart. Try and get gold medal again. Playing as my ghost. There we go, gold medal. It's the first place. I believe we're on track 4 now. Let's go free enemies. Just gotta make sure my mic's still on. Anyhow, for a racing game, it's not a bad one. I mean, the prospect of being able to choose your different cars, apparently those guys have boosts. Oh, I fell off. Now, if you do this, obviously you want to restart or flash back. So this is like a raised type of map here. Won a medal. Apparently that wasn't the best I could do. Guess 6635 beat me. So we're going to restart. So obviously there's a boost of some sort. Okay, spaces apparently break. They'll do it right that time either. Oh! Well, a little bit too soon. But that's like the proper way of doing it. Just turn just at the last moment. There we go. Gold medal. I'll just do this a little bit more. There's one track that has actual pillars and stuff you can knock into and stuff like that. The maps that you can get can be really, really diverse. Like the first ones are really, really simple, but as you progress, they get a little bit more advanced, a little bit longer. You can select the tracks, and they do get better as you go along. Here's a dirt road one. I got the perfect car for dirt roads, don't I? Gold medal. Is it this one? It's gonna be loading a little bit faster too, which is good. Though that's one thing about the internet. It can be slow sometimes, right? So that's another reason to have a client, if possible, on the PC version, is having a web-based one like this. Web-based games are okay, but... Alright, so this is definitely the one I want to show you guys. You'll find these like little pillars you can run into somewhere along the way, I believe. Yep, there's ahead, I think. So you can run into these. I'm not going to try to, but those are there to run into. So now racetrack there. If racing's your thing, then this is probably an interesting game to play. So I got 18 of 249 medals there. If I like get 12 more, I guess I can use one of those other cars I have. Skip and play alone. Who cares about having RCPs at this point? Could be like gold medals are worth like free points or free medals or whatever, or like stuff like that. Alright, so this is one of the more advanced tracks because we're a little bit far down. So that's just how it works. Here's a dirt road. We're back on solid racetrack. Back on dirt road. Well, a silver medal, so didn't do the best I could that time, but oh well. New personal record. Anyhow, so interesting game. Let's see if I can go back. So you can play the full version on Facebook plus free medals. As I said before, I don't really use Facebook and it doesn't seem to be working too well for me. Let's see if I can try to select a car. So we got the default car. So free medals for that one, 60 for that one, 90, 120, 150, 180, 30. So I guess I need, a few more medals before I can get to where I need to. 10 cars to check for now, but I think there's a whole lot more models if you download them or look for them. So we'll say no. And we'll just close this. So, interesting little game to kill time with. Not sure I recommend it's a racing game, but that's more or less just because there isn't a client game for it, and I'm not really, too impressed with the flashers and Newgrounds, obviously. But fun game nonetheless if, that's your sort of thing. Hope you enjoyed.